and welcome back to Your Comments Matter. I'm your host, Mrs. Love, and today's comments are coming from the YouTube channel Fox News. You know, Fox News got a YouTube channel out there. That's right. And they titled this story, Shocking Findings Revealed by Child Trafficking Prevention Group. Safeguards. Well, you know, our last video, we've been talking about the Epstein files. You know, he was what now known as the greatest sex trafficker that was, right? So we're going to get into some of your comments here. If you have seen this video on Fox News, this may just be your comment that we're having on the show today. So let's get into some of the comments and let's see what they had to say about the sex trafficking prevention group that is going on. Okay, so let me just give you a little insight here on this story. This is coming from Fox News, and what happened was that during the Biden administration, there were children that they had a hotline, right? There was a hotline for these children to call if they felt threatened or in danger, you know, of being trafficking. Well, they were saying that these calls didn't get answered. Many of them went unanswered. And so that's the problem. What happened to the safeguards that were in place to help these children that were caught up in this sex trafficking? So they're saying that this has all happened under the Biden administration. And they were saying that it seemed like it's easier to adopt an animal than to adopt a child to keep them out of sex trafficking. And then they were saying that there was a child that was murdered by the gang M13. So they're looking for safeguards to put in place to protect the children. Well, I can start right now with what's going on with Ghislaine Maxwell. Why in the world is she in a new prison facility that she has no, you know, she's not restrained. She can just have the freedom to go here and there. You know, how is that? How is that, you know, logical thinking? But being said, let's go on to your comments for this show today on this topic specifically that we're looking at. Okay, let's take a look at our very first commenter, Angela. Hello there and welcome to Your Comments Matter. Angela says, monsters, they need to be held accountable. Talking about the people that was in charge of safeguard, you know, for this this hotline. I won't say 911, but a hotline for sex trafficking victims. So she said she called them monsters, and she got 114 thumbs up on that reply, on that comment. Let's take a look at Sheree. Sheree says, where are those people who were complaining about separation of innocent children? That's a question, isn't it? She got 85 likes on her comment. So the same people that's talking about, oh, you're separating the innocent children. So where were you when these kids are calling your hotline for help and nobody picks up? Now take a look at that. Go to Fox News and check out that video, okay? All right, then let's go to another comment. Imam, hello there, Imam. Welcome to Your Comment Matter. This story makes me sick. The fact that you won't see it on MSM, maybe she meant MSNBC, I guess. She said MSM, I don't know who that is. She says, you won't see it on MSM is insane. This should be a headline story. A crime against children like this from our government is beyond sickening, and everyone involved should be punished to an extreme. And I think the large majority of Republicans would agree to that. I don't care who's in charge of the government. Children should never suffer, period. Good point. Good comment. You got 67 likes on that. So Imam is saying, regardless who's in charge, if it's Biden or Clinton or Bush, or it could have been Trump before, or, you know, Obama, it doesn't matter what she said. A crime against children is a crime. The government should be more accountable to help our children, is what she's saying. You know, it's funny how people are, isn't it? You know, you want government in this, but you don't want government in that. We pick and choose, don't we? We complain about the government. Oh, they should be in our business. They big brother. But then when something happens, oh, we need the government. Make up your mind, people. Make up your mind. Do you want the government or you don't? Sir, what are you going to do? Oh, here's one called Elohim, when we know coming from a Christian point of view, Elohim is the name of God, isn't it? A Hebrew name for God. What's even more shocking is that the parents of those children let them come across unknown territory without them. What kind of parent would do that? Now, that's the question. Now, that's the comment. Now, you should have got 1,000 on that one. You should have got 1,000 likes on that one, Elohim. You got 47. What a great point. So you got these kids from these other countries, apparently, and they're coming from these other countries into our country, and the parents is not accompanying them and letting them go. And why? Why are you doing that? Because you're poor in your country and you need money, so you're going to sell your child to sex traffickers to bring them over on ships and boats and however they're going to get them over here to put them into a sex slave activity, so to speak, isn't it? That's what they're doing, selling their own children. It is shocking. I agree with you, Elohim, on that one. Great comment. Let's take a look at our last comment. This is coming from Stephen Moore. Hello, Stephen, and welcome to Your Comment Matters. She meant to say easier to sponsor a child than adopting a pet. Remember I said earlier there was a comment where they were saying that they made it now where you can adopt a pet quicker and sooner and better than you can even adopt a child. So that's what but she believed that she meant the other way. It should be easier to help a child than to adopt an animal. All right then, everyone. Hey, this is Stephen. You got 146 thumbs up on that comment. Everyone, I want to thank you for your comments here today on Your Comments Matter, because they do matter. You are shaping our world. You are shaping our environment that you live in. And so many people want to say what you comment about, but they don't. They just hit the what? Like button. Okay, that's going to do it. Again, you can go to Fox News. Check out the video they did, Shocking Findings Revealed by Child Trafficking Prevention Group, Safeguards. Check it out. So I am Miss Love, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing, and commenting too, right here on Your Comments Matter. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.